Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. So I got COVID and I thought I would tell you guys about it because it has been a crazy time. So I have dodged COVID for 2 years. My partner and I have not gotten COVID for 2 years. When everyone's been getting it, when everyone's like, oh, I tested positive, we test negative. So for 2 years, we're kind of like, we're invincible from this thing. We're double vaccinated and boosted, and we are finally doing our honeymoon. So we are in Greece, and as soon as we arrived, immediately positive. So the thing is, I feel like we picked up COVID on the flight because to arrive in Greece, you have to have a negative PCR test that's within 72 hours or something. And we had that. You have to be fully vaccinated as well. We had that. And negative tests all around, like negative PCR test, no COVID. And upon arrival in Greece, I got randomly selected for a rapid test, did that, it was okay. And we came in on Monday. At night, we slept. Tuesday, during the day, I had a migraine from hell. So we decided to walk around Greece. We've had a negative test at this point, so no reason to think we have COVID. So we walk around Athens, and I have this migraine that just won't let me go. It just won't let me be. It's on my case. Really, really bad migraine. And I also had a scratchy throat. So before we took our flight, we had like a brunch, well, a lunch, honestly, with wine. And when you're older, a hangover takes like 10 days to recover, 10 business days. So kind of like maybe we're still a bit hungover, we're run down, we had a super long flight. Maybe that's just what it is. So we go out, I took some painkillers, my husband bought me painkillers and some throat lozenges. I was sucking on them and I was kind of like, yeah, I feel better. I'll be fine. Tomorrow I'm going to be on my A game. So we go home. We went out for dinner as well, but luckily the restaurant did not have many people. It was a weekday, so I guess maybe that's why. So it was just me and my husband and like two more tables in the restaurant, and that was it. So we went out for souvlaki because we're in Greece, gotta have a souvlaki. And then we came back home and went to bed. So when I woke up the next day, it literally felt like I'd been hit by a truck. It was not cute. I had the worst headache from hell. My sore throat was now like 10 times more. I was feeling fatigued and the cough had set in. So I was kind of like, I have a really bad flu. Where could I have picked up the flu? So I'm thinking, it's a flu. How dare you pick up a flu? Whatever. In my head, I'm not thinking this could be COVID because we've dodged it so much. I'm kind of like, it just wasn't my first instinct. So my husband made some nice food, and when I ate it, it was bitter. And by the way, funny thing is, when we went out for dinner the previous night, the souvlaki and everything was just super salty, like super salty. We're like, ooh, these Greek people really love their salt. And when we'd gone out for breakfast, it had been too sweet. So the tastes were extreme and all over the place. And I've heard that COVID takes away your taste, your smell, but I usually think like it just goes away and you can't taste stuff and you can't smell stuff. We'll get into that. That did happen to me. So my taste was super distorted. And I was telling my husband, you cook good food, but today's food is a little bitter. She a little bitter. And he's like, do you have COVID? I'm like, nah. COVID? Me? Nah. We've dodged it for so long, there's no way. I shouldn't be laughing. It's not funny. So he goes out and buys rapid tests, and it's positive. And let me tell you, my reaction was legitimately shocked. Like, I was kind of like, how do we dodge it for 2 years and then get it? So we tested positive and we have been self-isolating because it's not cute to spread COVID around. You should not do that. And we're vaccinated and boosted, and I still had it pretty bad. Like I was in bed for a couple of days because I was really tired. My throat just would not stop being so sore. I had a headache from hell and fever at some point, sweating every single second, and then I'm cold. It was quite intense, and I'm so happy that we're vaccinated because I can't even imagine what it would be like if you're not vaccinated. Like, if that was my COVID experience vaccinated, like, I don't even want to imagine what it would be like unvaccinated. So, yeah, self isolated, been binge watching a lot of Netflix, and I'm feeling a bit better now. It's been over a week, and I'm feeling good. We'll test again, see if it's negative, and then hopefully we can just explore Athens at some point. So, yeah, I've been binging some shows, some favorites, and on Netflix, I've been watching Too Hot to Handle. Too Hot to Handle is such a bingeable show. So I've watched Too Hot to Handle Brazil and Too Hot to Handle the Anglophone one, 2 seasons, 3 seasons. So I was binging season 3, and I have to say, out of all 3 seasons, season 3 is my least favorite. So spoiler alert, if you haven't watched it, maybe don't, and you want to watch it, maybe don't listen to this bit. What they did with Nathan just got me so angry. Like, if you are going to kick him out for bad behavior, let him stay out. Don't bring him back because that's what the views do for you, you know? Like, I just feel like they brought him back purely because of the views. Like, him and Holly had so much screen time, everyone was invested in them, and they pull up this, oh, we're gonna kick you out, but then they don't because he changed in a day. Call me skeptical, but girl, Miss Girl, I'm not buying it. Because I was imagining if Lana told me that you're being kicked out, but if you behave, you'll stay, I'll stay. I'll do whatever needs to be done. So I just felt like they really did whatever they had to do to get the views. And it's fine. I'm still watching. I still finished it. But I just feel like, come on. Okay. Yeah. But I feel like Harry and Beau deserved to win. They were so cute together. And yeah, that's the only reason I did like it. I was kind of like, the Nathan thing was a cheap shot, and oh, I was so frustrated. But anyway, so I binge watched Too Hot to Handle season 3. I also watched Inventing Anna. And if you've watched Inventing Anna, it's all the hype right now. Everyone's like, ooh, scam of the year, you know? So if you've watched Inventing Anna, you know it's about Anna Sorkin, Anna Delvey, whatever her name is. And she scams a New York elite. Like, she is scamming banks, people, friends out of thousands and thousands of dollars. And it's written really well. And I feel like the first couple of episodes I was in, I was like, you have my time. I have nothing but time because I'm isolating, but you have my time. I'm going to watch this entire thing. So there's 9 episodes, and an episode's like an hour long, which is quite a lot. And the first couple of episodes, like when they were speaking about the people and who she scammed, I was like, okay, this has me interested. I'm interested. And then it felt like from episode 7, they were just dragging it out. Like, I feel like Inventing Anna could have easily been 5 episodes. That's it. So I just felt like by episode 8, I was not as invested because they were going to Germany. The journalist just happens to want to follow the story. She's already published, but she still feels some type of way. I couldn't be bothered with a journalist storyline. Let it die. I didn't care for that. Got to episode 8, was super frustrated and decided to just leave it. Like, I don't care anymore. And I just don't understand as well how this girl scammed banks and people and everything whilst being a nobody. Like, girl, that raised my red flag. Like, it was tingling. My radar was tingling. I was like, if you're like, I can't access my money, pay for me this. I'm like, girl, every time, you know? And so banks fell for this. I'm like, how? Okay. Anyway, maybe she's just a really good scammer. But at some point, I just stopped being invested. So I dropped that like it was hot and moved on to my cute Office. I've been binge watching The Office. The Office is so, so good. Highest rewatch value ever. I've watched season 1 to 9 twice, and I'm gonna do it again because it's just so good. The Office US, amazing. I've not watched the UK one, maybe I should. But The Office, high rewatch value, love it. Always makes me smile, always makes me laugh, always puts me in a good mood. And I've also been watching Peep Show. Peep Show is like cringe factory intensified. Like it's shot from a very unique point of view. So you see the characters. There's a train that passes every 2 minutes. So with Peep Show, it's shot from a very unique point of view. Like I think the actors wore GoPros and you can see what they're seeing, you can hear their thoughts, and it's so good. It's so cringe and it's so good. It just literally makes you squirm and want the couch to swallow you whole. Like there's so many scenes you're like, I can imagine myself being in this scene and I hate it. So I love Peep Show for that. It's very cringy. It's exactly my kind of show. And it's my husband who introduced me to it. I love it. It's on British Netflix. If you don't have some of these shows on your Netflix, just get a VPN, baby girl, and you can watch all the shows. Anyway, Peep Show, amazing, comedy gold. If you love cringe factor, you will love Peep Show. I've also been watching a bit of, what else have I been watching? Criminal Minds, Ovi. Criminal Minds is just, it's so good because you know that case, there's gonna be a murder, it's gonna be solving it, it's gonna be amazing, everyone's gonna be happy. So Criminal Minds is such an easy show to watch, and it's got like, I think 12 seasons, and I'm on season 8, either 12 or 16 or something crazy like that, and each season has like 22 episodes. So it's such a juicy series to binge watch. It's such a comfort show for me. Like I just always feel so nice when Criminal Minds is playing. So I've been watching Criminal Minds. I'm on season 8. And I've also been binging Grey's Anatomy because who doesn't love Grey's Anatomy? It's literally amazing. So every time I've started Grey's Anatomy, I started it with a best friend and then we fall out and then I'm left not knowing what happens in Grey's Anatomy. So now I'm watching it by myself and I'm on season 4 and I'm loving it so much. And I feel like I'm a professional doctor now, with my COVID symptoms. I was like, it's not COVID. It was. So I don't think I'd make a great doctor, but I've been loving Grey's. Is that train just going around the building?
It's just hanging around waiting for the start.
I honestly feel like it is. I've also been watching This Is Us. Premium television right there. This Is Us. I'm on the final season. I've been watching it for a couple of months now, and honestly discovering This Is Us was the best thing that happened to my life. It's so good. The parallel timelines, the cinematography, the chemistry between the actors and actresses, the love, the reality of it, like it's very realistic. I love it. It's honestly such a well done show. And if there's one show you're going to binge watch This Is Us. It's premium television. I love it. Which other show have I watched, babe? Love on the Spectrum.
Love on the Spectrum is so good.
Yeah. I've also been binge watching Love on the Spectrum, and it is the most wholesome show. It is so good. It's so heartwarming. So it follows these autistic people as they date, find love, get married. And it is honestly like, it makes me see there's good in the world. I love this show so much. It's so wholesome, so beautiful and genuine. And this show puts the biggest smile on your face without even trying. It's just so wholesome and I love it so much. So yeah, in self-isolation, those are the shows I've been watching and loving, and maybe not loving. But yeah, I've gotten through quite a bit of them. And yeah, I feel like when you're isolating, there's not really much you can do except maybe work on your laptop or binge watch stuff. So either be productive or not. And I decided not to be and just binge watch my weight in shows. So yeah. COVID has been not fun. I know that COVID's affecting a lot of people. It's something to take very seriously. So yeah, I know COVID's pretty serious. Like, I'm so thankful that all I get is acute few symptoms and I'm okay. I'm recovering. I know a lot of people have lost their lives to COVID. A lot of families have been affected by this. People are not spending Christmases together. They're not traveling to see anyone. And we just have to continue doing our part and hoping that things improve, things get better, and I'm sending so much love to everyone who's been affected by COVID because it is not cute. And yeah, let's just stay safe. And if you do get it, just follow the rules of your governments just to make sure you're not spreading it and be careful. And we'll come out of this okay. And make sure you're vaccinated and boosted if possible. It really does help. Like, I cannot imagine having COVID when I'm unvaccinated because even being vaccinated, I just had it really bad. So I'm kind of like, I thank God I'm vaccinated. So let's just get vaccinated, help fight it so we can get back to normal soon, you know? So yeah. Anyway, that's it for this video. Thank you so much for watching and keeping me company. I really enjoyed hanging out with you and I hopefully will see you very soon. Bye. And when you're older, a hangover takes, wow, that's really loud. So you see the characters. There's a train that passes every 2 minutes. I know that COVID's affecting a lot of people. It's something to take very seriously. You see what I mean? Like this train, it just passed like 2 minutes ago. Where is it going?